Hello everyone, welcome to module 3 of the AI plus robotics workshop series. If you're visiting us from the web, there is a link in the comment that will help you find the files that we're working with today. There is a guideline I want you to download, and there are two files. One is for capturing images that we're going to use to train a teachable model, and then there is another file that we run to test the model that we just trained. Both of these files they use with your car camera, and to use your car camera to capture images we need to connect to it via Wi-Fi, and when you do that you will be disconnected from the web. That's why I would like you to download these files before continuing with me on the next steps. So this is the guideline. I want to highlight a few things. There is a package that we're going to use for collecting images with your car camera that's called everywhereml. We also need to change the version for the TensorFlow. So we need to run this code to make sure we get the version that we need for module 3. If you did not complete module 2, you probably will be prompted to have a pillow installed, so you would need to do that. If you completed module 2, you should be fine. There is a file here that's for capturing images that you can download and run, or you can copy and paste this code. The reason we have it for copy and paste is that it helps you work a little bit to make sure the code looks good, especially in terms of indentation. Python cares about indentation, and when you copy and paste you need to take care of that, and that's a good practice if you're new to Python. Otherwise, downloading this file would be fine. The next one, which is available for download here, is going to include these 3 code snippets, and it's going to capture one single image and test your teachable model with that single image. So the first file is for collecting images, a couple hundred, to train a teachable machine, and the other one is for testing. So 2 different scripts. So one thing I want you to do, make sure you go to your camera module, connect through it using this address, and when you go there, change the image resolution to 160 by 120. When you do that, make sure you close the browser, otherwise VS Code will not be able to access your camera. So we're going to close it. I'm going to go to VS Code, and this is the code that we have for capturing images. A good idea is for you to have your folder added to your workspace, so the 2 files that you just downloaded will be available for you in the same folder, and eventually your images will be downloaded and saved to the same folder. So I'm gonna run this file, but mine is going to work because I already have everywhereml installed. For you, you would need to go ahead and make sure you install everywhereml, and make sure you get the right version of the TensorFlow installed for today's session. So I'm going to open a new terminal. I'm going to paste this piece of code, and it's going to tell me that the requirements are already satisfied. For you, it's going to take a little bit more time for this to get completed. Okay, if you were prompted to upgrade your pip, go ahead and do that. pi-3.11-m pip install --upgrade pip. I did that already, so I'm going to copy and paste the next one that would install a specific version of the TensorFlow for me. Again, because I've done this before, I'm going to get a number of messages saying that this has been done before. The observation was that this is going to take a few seconds, so wait for this to be completed and come back and watch the rest of the video. Alright, you have TensorFlow, the new version that we needed for today's module, and you have everywhereml. You should be able to run your code and be sure that your car camera is in a location that you can actually show the gestures that you're trying to practice. Go and stop. So what happens is that the code tries to connect your camera and it asks us to give a name for the first class, and we're going to call it background. And as soon as you enter here for exactly 20 seconds in my code, depending on how you change this setting in your code, it will collect images. So what you can do is to rotate your car a little bit to make sure it captures different views of the background. For example, if you wanted to make this work on the floor at lower levels, you would want to put your car on the ground. But for today, we're just trying to go over the workflow once. It doesn't have to be perfect. The model doesn't have to work exactly like you want it to work for your eventual project. So I'm going to press enter. And wait to see what happens. It's asking me that we have 555 images collected. Is it okay? Yes, it is. And the folder will be created in your working folder here on the left side in the car images, and there will be a subfolder called background. Takes a little bit for the files to be downloaded, and we're going to be prompted to create the next label. We're going to call it a stop. Again, as soon as I press enter here, I would have to show the gesture to the car camera. And as we talked about images and diversity of images last time, make sure you tilt your hand, make sure you move your hands closer or farther from the car camera to assure that the data is diverse enough. So I'm going to do that. Press enter here. Is it okay? Yes, it is. Takes a little bit time for this to be created. The subfolder, you're gonna see it on the left. Background and subfolder is already being created in my workspace. I'm going to call the next label go, and then I'm going to show the thumbs up. Again, this is only practice. Eventually we can get traffic signs, or you can use any gesture that you want to. I'm going to press enter. Is this class okay? Yes. and the folder will be created, and this is going to be our last one for this practice. We're going to leave it empty. To exit, are you sure you want to exit? Yes. And that's all we need to do to capture images with car camera. As you see in my file explorer, I have a subfolder car images inside my ELEGOO code, and the three labels are their background, go, and stop. Alright, make sure you find your images. For me, it was inside my code, and you can click and see the images. And if imagine that you were not paying attention and you started capturing images and the images are not good for that specific label, you can always come here and delete them. So I have my images, and I'm going to go to Google Teachable Machine. If you remember, same idea. We are going to start an image project, and this is a standard image project. And when you get here, create a background, stop and go class. And instead of capturing images with your laptop camera, here you're going to upload. You're going to go to the folder, specific folder, and you're going to drag and drop the folder here. So I did that for my background, so I'm going to show you how to do that for my stop. Captures all the images in this environment or transfers them, and I'm going to do the same for go. I have to press upload and then drag and drop my images. So I had about 555 images. Training is going to take a little bit of time. Let's do that, and that's all for the first part of module 3. My camera is busy with this recording session, so I cannot test the model on Teachable. I'm just gonna go right ahead and export it. And we're gonna ask for a TensorFlow version, Keras version, and download our model. That's all for this part. Let's continue this one for testing the model. So I'm gonna just download here and conclude this video, and catch you in the next video.